Hello, this is a video of example 2 for geometry topic 1, lesson number 2. In this example we are going to copy an angle. First we'll do it with a compass and a straight edge. We have this angle A that we're going to copy. First step is to draw a ray. This will be the bottom ray, similar to the bottom ray in A. We have ray X, we haven't labeled the outside part yet. Step 2. Take a compass and put an endpoint at A and make a sweep mark through both rays. Mark one intersection point as B. Mark the other intersection point as C. Keep that setting and you are going to come over to X, put the sharp point at X, and you're going to sweep an arc longer than BC through the ray and a ray we're going to make later. I would have gone longer than they did. But label one intersection as Y, and we don't have the other intersection yet. To find the other intersection, we need to see how far apart B and C are by taking our compass and changing the setting so it's exactly the distance between C and B. Then we can take that exact setting and bring it over here and mark it off from Y to what's going to be Z. They did not show this, so I'm not showing you the next step yet. There should be a mark here, the same as from C to B. We're going to go from Y up here somewhere and label that as Z. And when you label that as Z, you can draw the ray XZ through that intersection, and now you've copied angle BAC to be angle ZXY. These are the same angle. And that might have been a little quick, but you can rewind the video or you can go to Savas and go through these steps at your own pace. This was how to do it with a compass and a straight edge. Now, the one where they say for you to try it, if you want on Savas, you can try. It's with the Desmos. And I'm fairly new to Desmos, so I'm not sure how well mine's going to come out, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, we have a ray. We have a ray. We have an angle B. We're going to copy that. First thing I need to do is draw a ray. I'm going to make my angle over here. And let me label this point as, for this original one, I'm going to use A, B, and C. So this one I'll use X, Y, and Z. I'm going to label this point as Y. Okay. And I'm not going to label this point. That's just the ray going through there. I need to, if you recall, the next step on copying an angle is to make an arc through the whole thing. So that would be a circle, essentially. I'm going to have it start at B, and I want it to come out. I don't want it to go off the screen too much, so I'm going to have it stop right there. I'm going to label this intersection point as C. And the other intersection point, first I have to make the point. This is not my first attempt at this. It took me a couple times to know all the nuances, so I wouldn't blame you if you get lost and you decide you want to rewatch the video a couple times. Now I've labeled it point A, so now I have angle ABC with those two parts. And I've labeled the point, so now I can have this be a segment. Let's see, I'm going to need segment BC at some point. And I'm going to need segment CA at some point. Okay, I need segments in order to use the Desmos compass function. So under Tools, I can now, with a compass, I can select that I want to copy this segment at this endpoint. And this is going to be where Z is, so let me label that point. Label it as Z. Okay. And now we're trying to copy this angle, ABC. So it's going to come here, here, and looks like it's going to shoot up through there. Now, where do I mark it? It's got to be the same length as this AC. So I need to find that length. So I'm going to use my compass again. I'm going to copy this segment, this length of this segment. Oh, hit the wrong button. Let me rewind. I knew I couldn't do it perfect the first time. Whoops, now I've gone too far. Let me go back ahead. All right, here we are again. Let me select this segment, and maybe now I can do a compass with choose a segment. I want this segment to go right at Z, right? Remember when we took the compass and we went from C to A? That's what I have now. Right now I have from C to A, so I'm going to have to go from Z to this right here. I'm going to label that point. Let me mark that point right there. That's where the ray has got to go right through there. And I'm going to label it as X. So now I have X, Y, and Z. Final thing to do is to make the ray that goes from Y through X. And if you want, there's a way to hide all these things. Like I could take this right here and I could click hide, and now you don't see that circle anymore. But the angle's there. That's what we had to do, is copy the angle. Now I believe we're supposed to be able to grab a point and change the, doesn't look like I'm able to do what I thought I was going to be able to do. Move, I was going to try to change the angle and it would move this, so I've done something wrong. But the key is, use a compass to construct a copy of angle B. There's angle B. I have copied it. That is the same measure. Let me use this right here, this function here. I can choose a point and then B and then C, and it tells me it measures 110 degrees. Same thing here, X to Y to Z is also 110 degrees, just to show you that, yes, I was able to do that. I'd much rather do it on paper and pencil with the compass and straight edge than doing it with Desmos, but there's my attempt in Desmos. That is the end of example 2. Let me pull up what problems you could do now. Just like with example 1, you're going to maybe have to trace or approximate the original diagrams because they want you to copy an angle. We don't want you writing in the book. Just kind of make an angle that looks to be about the same and then copy it using your compass and straight edge. Looks like only problems 17 and 18 need to be done. Thank you for watching this example number 2 for section 1.2.